what you're looking at isn't as simple as it seems. Some people see a young, elegant woman looking to the side. Others see an old woman with her head covered. What if I told you both of them are there? That your brain decides what to show you, and it doesn't always get it right. What you think you see isn't always what's really there. Your eyes don't see reality. They see a version your mind creates, an interpretation, sometimes accurate, and sometimes completely wrong. Your brain is lying to you, and in this video, I'm going to show you how. Every day, your body receives thousands of stimuli: colors, sounds, textures, smells. But the important thing isn't what your senses pick up. It's what your brain does with that information. This brings us to a key distinction in psychology: the difference between sensation and perception. Sensation is the physical reception of a stimulus: light entering your eyes, sound vibrating in your ears, pressure on your skin. Perception, on the other hand, is how your brain interprets those sensations. You don't see with your eyes. You see with your brain. And your brain doesn't just receive data. It fills in gaps, ignores parts, reorganizes, and sometimes makes things up. Have you ever seen an optical illusion? Of course you have. A staircase that seems to go up and down at the same time. Lines that look crooked but are actually straight. Or an image that changes depending on how you look at it. That happens because your brain wants to understand what it sees, even if it has to lie to you a little. It can complete incomplete shapes, see faces in the clouds, or imagine movement where there is none, all to give you a coherent image of the world, even if it's not real. In the early 20th century, Gestalt psychologists like Wertheimer, Köhler, and Koffka showed that we don't perceive isolated elements. We perceive complete forms. They summed it up like this: the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Your mind organizes, unifies, and gives shape, even to what isn't really complete. That's why you see shapes where there are only scattered lines, or order in chaos. Later on, psychologist Jerome Bruner proposed that our perception doesn't depend solely on the stimulus, but also on our beliefs, expectations, and culture. In other words, we don't see what's there. We see what we expect to see. That's why two people can live through the exact same situation and understand it in completely different ways. What one person sees as an insult, another might see as a joke. What you perceive as a threat, someone else may see as an opportunity. And neither of them is wrong. They're just interpreting from different perspectives. So, do we see reality as it truly is? No. We see a mental construction, a version our brain creates for us. And that version changes depending on how we feel, what we think, and what we expect from the world. Knowing this helps us question our certainties, be more empathetic, and understand that our way of seeing isn't the only one. Now tell me, what did you see first in the image at the beginning? The young woman or the old one? Let me know in the comments. And if you're curious to discover how your mind really works, subscribe and join me on this journey.